What's the most unhinged thing a mother-in-law has ever done in your house? My mother-in-law, Susan, is a textbook narcissist. From the day I married her son, she made it her personal mission to gaslight me out of my own home. It started small. I'd buy a nice candle, it would vanish. I'd get a new sweater, suddenly it was gone. Every time Susan visited, something of mine just magically evaporated. When I asked her about it, she'd give me this sweet fake smile and say, "Oh honey, you're so scatterbrained. You probably left it at work." It was infuriating. But then, my $400 Dyson Airwrap disappeared from my master bathroom. I tore the house apart. Nothing. 2 days later, my husband's sister posts a selfie on Instagram. Guess what's sitting on her vanity in the background? My exact hairdryer. Susan was literally stealing my expensive things and giving them to her golden child daughter. That's when I realized I couldn't just confront her. She would deny it, cry, and make me look like the crazy one. So I decided to set the ultimate trap. I went online and bought a stunning, authentic $2,500 Prada handbag. I deliberately left the tags on, but before I put it on my kitchen counter, I took a razor blade, sliced a tiny hole inside the inner lining, and shoved a GPS AirTag deep into the leather padding. I glued it shut perfectly. The next weekend, Susan came over for Sunday dinner. She left at 8 p.m. By 8:05, the bag was gone. My husband was ready to call her right then, but I told him to wait. I wanted maximum damage. Fast forward to 2 weeks later. It was Susan's massive 60th birthday dinner at this ridiculously expensive steakhouse downtown. She had invited 20 of her snootiest country club friends. We walked in, and I immediately spotted it. Her daughter was sitting at the head table, proudly displaying my Prada bag on the chair next to her. Yeah, it gets worse. I didn't just walk over and take it back. Before we even left our house, I had walked into the local police precinct with my receipt, to serial number, and the active GPS location, and filed a grand larceny report. Right as Susan stood up to clink her glass and give a speech about how blessed her family is, 2 uniformed police officers walked into the private dining room. The whole room went dead silent. They walked straight past Susan, approached her daughter, and asked her to step away from the stolen property. Susan completely panicked. She started screaming that it was a gift, that she bought it for her with her own money. But that wasn't even the worst part. I pulled out my phone, opened the Find My app, and hit play sound. A loud, high-pitched chirping started echoing from inside the lining of the bag. The cops checked the serial number on my receipt. It was a perfect match. Her daughter was placed in handcuffs in front of 20 of their wealthiest friends. Susan was sobbing, begging me to tell the cops it was just a misunderstanding. I just took a sip of my wine, looked her dead in the eye, and said, "Oh honey, you must be scatterbrained."